Today we are looking at Celestial Empire, a new game from President Studio. In the recent Steam Next Fest Festival, we got access to a demo, and if you look at this version disclaimer, it says it's a pre-alpha build of the game, so quite still early. To be honest, not quite sure when they're actually planning to release this game. And one of the reasons I got interested into this game is because I heard a few people saying it is a copy of Anno 1800. And if you follow my channel, you know I have played a lot of Anno 1800 and I do think it is a pretty great game. So a copy of the game is interesting. And before we dive into the demo, let's take a quick look at the Steam page. The key reason I wanted to look at it is to understand indeed if it at first glance at least it looks like a copy of the game or maybe something different. From the title of the game and also from you can see here, we're exploring China. So it's not a European setting like Anno 1800, but that doesn't mean much, right? You could say it is still a copy, they just changed the setting. Then we see we can play solo or with friends. We can do that in Anno 1800 too. Develop your community, take care of the welfare of your citizens, meet their needs, make them happier and collect higher taxes. That is indeed very similar to Anno at this point. Produce resources, create infrastructure, govern production chain and increase efficiency of your city industries. I mean, that is also very Anno 1800, but of course many other games. Then it gets into something different. Survive winter. This game includes a system of seasons, thanks to which you'll be able to observe how your settlement changes over time, take advantage of the abundance of summer to prepare for a harsh winter. That is definitely new. We don't really have seasons in Anno, you know, the productivity of your buildings at least is constant all year round. So this introduces a bit more of a survival game element, which could be interesting. And it continues with the next one, fight the disasters. Both natural and godly threats arises. And that is linked to something different, which I think we see later on the gods. So that's definitely something we don't have in Anno, which is a bit more linked to, you know, old impression games like Caesar or Pharaohs, where you definitely had the importance of gods. They do talk about also random events where you'll have to make decisions. One could argue we have that in Anno 1800 too. Manage trade routes, create and optimize trade routes, unlock new partners, get rid of surpluses, earn money. So, I mean, what is interesting here is in Anno 1800, trade routes are critical because you'll have multiple islands, even multiple regions, and you need to transfer from one to another. Here it seems that the trade routes are a bit more basic, where you have your city and you trade with AIs. Here, so we talked about the gods, then monuments. Immerse yourself in great graphics and get in touch. So from this description, it does seem, kind of a city builder management resource game that could be similar to Anno 1800 with a few differences. I'm Strat Gamer, covering city building, simulation, strategy games, game reviews, guides, tutorials, and let's plays. If you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, don't hesitate to press the red button below so you help support the channel and never miss another video. Okay, so let's play. We obviously at this point don't really have access to a lot. It's sort of a tutorial or beginning of a game, sandbox game. There is a cinematic. If you want to skip it, don't hesitate to use the chapter functionality below. So we are able to do a few things with our camera, not too much yet. Be interesting to see also if we'll be able to zoom a bit more out later on. You can use, of course, normal keys move around. That seems like resources. There's some trees and rivers. The map does seem quite big at this point. Also depends, of course, if it is, you know, all unlocked from the start, if you'll have several islands. We can see some of our resources: money, wood, rice, the planks or timber, tools, and our population or workforce. So right now 0. We also have minus 100% uses of happiness. And yeah, the things like around the gods, the different gods. This, I'm guessing, is our season, the speed. We have a few options, and not too much else. Graphics, audio, keybind, so all pretty standard, pretty good so far. You can see our religions here. For now, not really started, and then the development. And that's definitely the difference with Anno, that we have a sort of tech tree, but the tech tree, similar to Anno, will be unlocked. You know, for example, this unlock with 75 peasants, this one 200. But there is also, you know, you need to pay also to unlock things. So this one costs money, this one costs wood, and later on, you know, they'll cost even some of the advanced materials. So that's definitely an interesting differences. You have the similarity of everything is not unlocked from the start, you need to develop, but you also see sort of the tech tree. And what's interesting in tech tree is that you could focus on one part of it and, you know, not, for example, I could focus on this branch here, not focus too much on that one for now, even if it seems that at some point you need to sort of unlock everything anyway. Okay, so let's follow a bit the map, the tutorial. As they say, you know, we don't really have the buildings at the beginning. We'll need to unlock them. So let's start with our governor's house. Not sure if that's a great place to start with, maybe close to a forest. We will need wood, right? Maybe over here. Okay, so we've unlocked the governor's house. Now we can unlock roads and marketplace. Let's build that. Marketplace, maybe over here. Yeah, and we need roads. I need to drag. Okay. Road is the base infrastructure, it connects buildings. We can create bridges, we can do one later on. Let's go back to the tech tree. Oh yeah. Let's unlock the house now. I'm gonna do like my typical Anno style. Can we drag these ones? Yeah, like we can. Let's see, no, we can't really drag them. It seems strange. So I'd love to be able to drag houses if the developers are in this video, because one house at a time is a bit annoying. What is the hotkey? Is there a hotkey for that? It's not S, it's R. Okay, good. I'm not too sure if we need roads everywhere, but for now let's do this. Okay, and now let's look at one of these houses. There's an happiness bar, population. No, we stop it. Let's X. Okay, so 0 out of 10, very similar to Anno. And we need to satisfy, you know, the market, some rice. Doesn't really, and the wood, maybe to get warm. And this is a luxury need, I'm guessing, to increase happiness. So we'll unlock it later. So we see now that we are making some money from our taxes. This is consuming resources though. and we have a number of people coming. There are 8 right now with 60% happiness, which I'm guessing is because I'm not giving them this thing here. So far, definitely an Anno copy. Let's see. We can now unlock a few of those things. I mean, as I said, this is maybe the main difference with Anno, that you need to unlock these things, cost your resources. Yes. Also cost resources. Maybe let's do it later. For now, I've unlocked a lot of things. Warehouses to, have resources, but also productions. Wood, lumberjack huts. It's even the same name as Anno. Oh, so one difference is this seems that this is not going to plant trees, so we need to make sure it goes into a place like this where there are trees. I'm sure we also need to be careful that it doesn't overlap. That overlaps. That's annoying. Yeah. Okay. I'm not too sure how many I will need, but for now, let's start with that. We'll do it like this. Wow. To avoid destroying trees. I'm not too sure also if the trees will get destroyed with time or with my roads. Let's put one of these over here. Okay, every production building is the warehouse. It delivers and receives resources. You must connect it. I hope it doesn't mean I need one warehouse per building. That would be a lot. At least we see productivity 100%, so that's great. This one seems to be too far though. Which is strange because this one, you highlight it. If you select it, it does a highlight over here. But it's okay, let's put another one over here. And now we are building more of these. We're still in negative. Now we're not in negative anymore. That is quite strange. I feel like 3 should be enough for a few population, but it seems not. Anyway, I also need to sawmill to process my logs. Hopefully 1 will be enough. And then we're gonna need some rice. It requires field and fresh water. I'm guessing we should put it more this way. Let's put 2. We'll need a road, warehouse, and it seems we need fields. Yes, we need fields. Water canal has unique properties. You use it to deliver fresh water from its source to field. Canal cannot be built upward. All watered field can water field which are positioned. Well, it seems a bit complex. I think it's maybe also sort of a traduction. It's not fully perfect yet. Is that okay now? I don't know. Now let's create some fields. Not sure why some of them look different than others. But my productivity is 100%, so not gonna complain. Oh, we have a very low workforce though. If any of you have played this game, plays the demo, or a pre-build somehow, don't hesitate to also share in the comments below if I'm doing something wrong. Also your thoughts, of course, if you liked it, if you are disappointed by it for some reason, love to hear it. I'm making a few more houses for my workforce. So far I'm still reserving a bit my opinion. I'll probably conclude by the end of the episode. Okay, so now we have a few more. Can I put on maybe on the other side now? Yes. So is that also at 90% for some reason? Maybe it's those guys here are too far from the water or something like that. Oh no, now it's 100%. Okay. Yeah, so I'm not 100% sure what's happening, but now it seems we are making... Oh no, I'm negative there. Oh, I'm positive. Okay, I don't know what's happening, but we need to fix that. I mean, in a game like this, we need to be able to really be able to see our production, right? Like Anno has the great control Q. We need 200 for this. We have 168. We need a few more. That should be enough. And we can see we're definitely in positive now for the workforce. Not at 200 yet. We accelerate a bit the time. And we're losing money also, huh? I have to be careful about that. Okay, we are at 200, so let's press P and unlock this thing here. Duck farms. And for this one, we'll need 350. Okay, so duck farms. It requires breeding pens, so that's like the farm modules of Anno. It seems. 20. Wait, 20. Oh, okay, 4 is. That's fine. 8, 12, 16, 20. Okay. What is happening? Oh, in winter. Oh. That's what we saw earlier on. We need to be careful that there are seasons. Oh, if we click on our warehouses, we can see the resources. These are people, I'm guessing, that sort of gather resources and transport them. We'll be able to upgrade it, it seems. Let's see. No, this is not working yet. At least we can see our resources. We've started to produce ducks. I don't know if we're producing enough or not. We'll have to see. Oh, we're definitely not producing enough wood. That's given because we're now at 0. So that's not good. Now let's put one here. Maybe another one over here. Wait. Road. We need another warehouse. We have to see. I'm not too sure where the building is here. Wait, that's just annoying. We need a way to avoid having all of these trees when we are building roads, because otherwise it makes it a bit hard. I don't know if that's gonna be enough, but for now let's leave it. We are back into positive, it seems. Yeah. Not sure we're producing enough of these. No, I don't think we're producing enough ducks though. Let's make another one. If you click on this thing. No, you have to click here. No. Okay. I'm guessing it needs to be connected, yeah. Yes, okay. We'll see if that's enough in a few. Ooh, very low. Not good. Not good because the wood is low and these ducks are low. How many population? 270 though. Quite high on population, pretty close. Let's see this. Fine. Bamboo and mountain. Why not? Oh no. I need 5 ducks and I only have 2. We can do that in the future. I don't have this one yet. So this is decorative. The first religious building produce face point, useful in maintaining positive relationship with gods. Okay. So that's pretty. How big is it? That's not too big. Let's put it here. Shrine, yeah, they generate faith. Each shrine might have a class of god assigned to it. Okay, so let's assign a class. For example, I've assigned now the god of fortune, which will, okay, increase this versus this one is negative. That's not great. So should we build more? It does require tools and there's an upkeep. Do we need to be careful about this? I'm guessing. So this one. Now we're back into positive, but this one is very negative now. It's basically mad at us, so let's do that. Okay, now only this one is mad. Can't win. We can't win. There's always somebody mad. That's definitely costing a lot of money though, because that's 400 in total. What about those things? Help citizens enjoy nature's beauty. Does that mean they're happy or something like this? No, only aesthetic purposes. Okay. Yeah. And so in another similar thing to Anno, you have decorations, but they are useless. So how are we doing on ducks now? We have some reserves. Let's unlock this last thing, the fontaine, and discover what we can do with it. This? Oh, no, yeah. Kids love to splash in it. Okay. So another useless thing, I think. The graphics are not bad, but not amazing either. I don't know if we'll have a first-person view, but you can see that most of the people sort of look similar. And this is, of course, still it's a pre-alpha, right? So we shouldn't judge too harshly, but I just want to describe what I'm seeing, right? I'm seeing graphics that, especially for the houses, I think pretty cool. But other things like this fountain, the water is not moving, the people are not amazing. So, you know, there's good and bad here. But this one is negative, even if we had one, right? Yeah, this one, 150, 200. I'm not too sure. Maybe it's the number of people that are linked to it. We're losing money, but we're making now resources. That's good. And yeah, we need 350 for this one. We're not there yet. But oh no, I'm negative now again. Yeah, those numbers I'm not sure are working very well. But anyway, if that's like Anno, basically if you're in negative in money, it means you're producing too much, you don't have enough population for what you're producing. So you can either start producing less, so you have less upkeep, or you can start increasing your population. Guess which one we're doing? Okay, 306. Yeah. 320. The number is not increasing when we look at it, so it's a bad UI thing, but it's 335. We get to, I think we're gonna need a few more houses maybe. Okay, 350. We've unlocked a new tier of population, it seems here. That's your farmer, your workers, maybe 4 tiers of population at the end. Actually, can we see that? No, so not yet. We can see that here we can unlock a new one. but we don't know over here. Anyway, the warehouse seems blocked for some reason. Maybe it's because it's a demo. We have a copper mine, tin mine, well, clay mine. So a lot of new production chains being unlocked. And I think we're gonna stop soon. Where is that the year? I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments below. If you're interested into this game, if you think it's too much of a copy of Anno. I mean, obviously this is still an early version, but there is definitely a lot of similarities. It is in some way a good thing because I think Anno 1800 in particular is a great game. So, you know, if this game sort of just copies it, it's already something. Right? It's like you can be assured that the game won't be too bad, at least if there's not too many bugs and all of this. But at the same time, I obviously don't love if another game studio just copies blindly a game and doesn't change this thing, doesn't improve on it. So I hope they will improve on it. I think there is something around the gods that is a bit different. The development tab also could be interesting, in particular if it's very hard to unlock everything and you'll have to choose where you develop, you know, that could be something. Another element that I haven't seen, I think, on the Steam page, so maybe if you have heard about it, don't hesitate to tell me, is if it's gonna be, you know, a military aspect to it. Anno 1800 is not, I mean, there are actually military aspects where you can attack, you can take over all the islands or the AIs, but it's not that big of a deal. Versus, you know, here I could see something happening, especially given that the map, instead of being islands, is a bit more kind of a city or region, could have walls and things like this potentially in the future. That could be a big difference. So anyway, from my side at this point, this is an interesting game. I'm going to follow it on Steam for sure, and we'll see what happens in the next few months, maybe years. Who knows when this is coming out. I do hope though that they won't just copy it blindly. The system also of seasons could be interesting. So yeah, I hope you liked this episode. Don't hesitate to press the like button if you did, and hope to see you next time.